As each of the dignitaries will slowly move from this venue, the Honorable Prime Minister making his usual stride.
And here you have it. Like I said, the Prime Minister does take a round to acknowledge the big crowds that have assembled there. Here's the Prime Minister taking his round around the Kartavya Path and waving to the spectators. This is something he tries to do every time Republic Day happens, and he's done it this year as well. The People Connect is something that the Prime Minister values very much, something he takes very seriously, and any given chance that he possibly can get within reasonable bounds, because he is, remember, an SPG protectee. As you can see, he's surrounded by his VIP security at all times. It's something that he doesn't have a choice with. The Prime Minister still gets to wave to spectators who've come out there to get a glimpse of the Prime Minister. All security forces, the SPG, as you can see, on very, very high alert. Delhi police personnel keeping a watchful eye at all directions in all parts of the crowd. The Prime Minister is India's most protected individual. And here's Prime Minister Modi now waving to people from all the different states, all the different contingents, families of the armed forces, members of government, their families, the Indian public from different parts of the country who've come to watch the Republic Day in person, getting a chance to see the Prime Minister wave at them. Many of them will be taking pictures as well. You'll see a lot of these on social media later. This is a very interesting sight, viewer. You can see the Prime Minister followed by a whole bunch of suits, and all of those people there are Special Protection Group officers. Every time one sees pictures like these, there's always a rumor that runs on social media that the guys in the suits carrying those briefcases next to Modi are actually carrying nuclear codes. This is completely false. We usually have to bust that myth every single time it happens. That briefcase is actually something that folds out into a ballistic shield. It's a ballistic shield for the personal protection of the Prime Minister should there be any kind of attack or assault. So all possibilities catered for by the Special Protection Group as the Prime Minister is in his element, does his thing, waves to the crowds, immerses himself in that public adulation. It's an election year as well, so every bit of personal connect with the crowds is something that the Prime Minister would like to do. But even without elections around the corner, the Prime Minister loves this personal connect. He always likes to be with the crowds. He likes to convey and communicate to the crowds that he sees them, he acknowledges them, he values their attendance for India's ceremonies and rituals like the Republic Day parade. And the Prime Minister taking those rounds there.
As one could be, which we saw today, was surely no easy task. And today we can see right in front of us as Prime Minister Narendra Modi walks along the enclosures that as the largest democracy in the world, India has kept its democracy vibrant and strong. Its people are its priority. Its people are its engines, driving change, powering growth, giving direction. And therein lies the core of a future developed nation. A developed nation that young generations sitting in this audience and young viewers, all of them tuned in to this live telecast. That's a future in store for them and for all of us.
कर्तव्य पथ पर काफ़ी बड़ा इलाका है सलामी मंच के दाएं और बाईं ओर, जहां प्रधानमंत्री दर्शक दीर्घाओं के निकट जाकर अभिवादन स्वीकार कर रहे हैं और जनसमूह बहुत ही उत्साहित उनको अपने निकट पाकर ये ऐसे क्षण जिन्हें यहां मौजूद कई दर्शक अपने कैमरों में कैद कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए विशेष अवसर। और आज हमारा गणतंत्र दिवस समारोह समापन की ओर बढ़ता हुआ।
In fact, a question that often comes up in today's world of quick turnaround times and task delivery orientation is what is the role of traditional ceremonies and protocol? Well, institutions need to be nurtured organically. And today's celebration is an organic nurturing of that institution, like we nurture our democracy. Beyond the individual, focusing on the nation. A healthy democracy, resting on transition of generations of people, of parties and power, and the seamlessness, constitutional nature and dignity of these transitions strengthen a democracy. And India is a live example of not only transitions, but also of a democracy growing from strength to strength.
प्रधानमंत्री दर्शक दीर्घाओं के निकट जाते हुए, और कोई भी दर्शक दीर्घा ऐसा लगता है उनसे छूटी नहीं जहां तक वो पहुंचे नहीं। यहां दर्शकों का अभिवादन स्वीकार करते हुए अंदाजा लगाइए, पूरे कर्तव्य पथ पर 77,000 दर्शक आज यहां मौजूद रहे, जिनमें 13,000 विशेष अतिथि थे, अलग अलग योजनाओं के लाभार्थी, स्वयं सहायता समूह, अनंत सूत्र के कारीगर, मन की बात में जिनका जिक्र प्रधानमंत्री ने किया वो सब। और अब ये वो दृश्य जो याद रह जाएंगे सबको, जैसे आना सफल हुआ सबका, प्रधानमंत्री उनकी दीर्घाओं के निकट गए, अभिवादन स्वीकार किया।
And that's why National Day celebrations are reflective in nature too. Today's celebration started with homage to the Amar Jawan, and when the color, the pomp and the pageantry of the parade began, we had securely placed them in our hearts. And that courage and valor was the lens we used to view the parade. Times are changing, contexts are changing. Science and techniques and technology is changing. In fact, the art of war is changing. But building people-to-people relationships, being connected to the people, connecting the people, that is a skill that doesn't change. Today, we are linked to each other, but not so connected. And this walk down Kartavya Path by Prime Minister Narendra Modi is building a deep connection.
कर्तव्य पथ करीब करीब 3 किलोमीटर लंबा है, और प्रधानमंत्री ने आज इसको लगभग चलकर यहां दर्शक दीर्घाओं में उनके निकट जाकर दर्शकों का अभिवादन स्वीकार किया। प्रस्थान कर रहे हैं कर्तव्य पथ से इस 75वें गणतंत्र दिवस समारोह पर, जिसका शानदार और भव्य समापन समृद्ध और विकसित राष्ट्र का लक्ष्य भला एक दिन में कहां पूरा होता है। हां, लेकिन अगर हम ठान लें तो एक दिन अवश्य पूरा होता है। वक्त बदल रहा है, हम वक्त को बदल रहे हैं। ये राष्ट्रपथ है समृद्ध भारत का, सशक्त भारत का। गणतंत्र दिवस की शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
And these are the final images from Kartavya Path as the Republic Day parade winds to a close. The Prime Minister is about to leave from the location. Well, we hope you enjoyed our coverage of the Republic Day parade. Thank you very much for watching. Our news continues right here on India Today.